Hey, sorry. So things are about to get real crazy. Let me make me all big because we are getting into World War One. And what I noticed, like what is this? What's happening? Okay. What I notice more than anything else whenever we start World War One is a lot of kids are like, okay, I know a lot about World War Two, but I know nothing about World War One. Okay, listen. World War One is extremely complicated. Things are about to get way complicated. Like when I say way complicated, you have no idea. And there we go. Not only complicated, but we almost have to kindergarten some things. Okay. So when I'm talking about so and so attack so and so, there are so many reasons why Russia puts troops on Germany's border and Germany goes to France. Like there's so many reasons. We are going to deal with the big one or two of them, okay? So just understand um when you get what like when you okay, like when you what's the word, study this stuff more, and when you get more details, there's so much more going on. Okay, we are just in a survey course, just giving you the bare bones of what's going on. All right, that being said, and which is hard for me, by the way, that's hard for me because first of all, this sounds terrible, but in my Nazi class in college, my rise of Nazism class, we easily spent a full 2 weeks on just the causes of World War One. Not World War Two, World War One, because World War One leads to World War Two, which is Nazism. So we like there's so much detail. Uh-oh. And I do it in like 2 seconds with y'all. So it's hard for me. Freya, I'm so sorry. But let's get started. Okay, so let's go back in your heads to Napoleon Bonaparte. Remember him? When Napoleon Bonaparte from France went to like take over everything and make everything French, right? A lot of people had issue with that. So after Napoleon Bonaparte, do you remember this? We had a meeting, the Council of Vienna, okay? And at the Council of Vienna, specific borders to countries were created and a system of formal alliances were created as well to make a balance of power in Europe, all right? That means you have the big dog, England, Great Britain, on one hand, on one side. And then you have the big dog, Germany, New Germany, because it used to be Prussia, on the other side. We have two big dogs who are going to create two big alliances. Okay. This alliance, it's in this, like, I don't know, weird gray color, I guess, is called the Triple Entente. It's such a weird word. It's French. It's ENTENTE. Do I have my little writer thing down there? Down here under somewhere under here, all this, I can like write on here, but I haven't quite figured that out yet. Yeah, I don't know where that is. Sorry. So anyway, I was gonna write it up there, but I can't. ENTENTE. Entente. I promise it's a weird word. Look at your vocab. Triple entente. Okay. The word entente is simply the French word for alliance. The Triple Entente consists of Great Britain, that's the big dog, and please remember, that means the entire British Empire that you just learned about last week. That means Canada is part of the Triple Entente. That means Australia and New Zealand and India and all of the, what is it, the English and French, what is it called, colonies in Africa. The entire empire, okay? Okay. And then you have Russia over here. So the Triple Entente is Great Britain, France, Russia. Okay. Then here you have the Triple Alliance, which the big dog is Germany. They're the strongest, the what is it, most militaristic and stuff. And then you have little brother Austria-Hungary. Okay, the Austro-Hungarian Empire used to be two kingdoms, Austria and Hungary, and they have joined. All right. So you have Germany, the Austro-Hungarian Empire, and then you have Italy with them. All right. Okay, just look at this for a minute. Let's analyze this for a second. Think in your minds. Which one has the advantage? The Triple Entente or the Triple Alliance? They both do. The Triple Entente is surrounding the Triple Alliance. So that's definitely an advantage because they can attack from both sides, right? But the Triple Alliance being in the middle means if Italy needs supplies, Germany can get to Italy and vice versa. Okay. When Russia, I'm telling you, this isn't an if, this is a true. When Russia needs supplies, look, Great Britain and France can't help her. They can't get supplies to Russia. Russia is going to pull out of this war an entire year early. Yard man outside. So anyway, just understand Russia's going to kind of have some issues and get cut off a little bit. All right. They're both also at a disadvantage for the same reason. The Triple Alliance is surrounded. That's a problem. The Triple Entente. The Triple Entente is separated, and that's a problem. So there's definite goods and bads, definite positives and negatives to both alliances. All right. So we have our two big alliances set up, ready for World War I. The Triple Entente, which is Great Britain, France, and Russia. And the easy way to remember it is the word Entente is French. So obviously, France is going to be part of the Entente, right? Because it's a French word. And then here you have the Triple Alliance, the big dogs, Germany, and then followed by Austria as well as Italy. Okay. Okay. Look at this. I had a little bit of a problem teaching this, and I've really kind of struggled about how I'm going to do this online because what I usually do is just show this beautiful map and then destroy this map over the course of a week. So we're just going to get a little bit creative here. I just got someone's vocab. Good job, guys. Okay, so you are looking at Europe, the same map that you just saw, okay? Except I've added to it a little bit. So we have the Triple Entente in red, okay? You have Great Britain, France, and Russia. And I've put on some of the big cities, St. Petersburg, Moscow, Paris, London, all right? Then you have the Triple Alliance in green. Germany with Berlin, the capital. Right here, the Austro-Hungarian Empire with Vienna somewhere in there. And then Italy with Rome right here. Okay, the stuff that's in black, don't worry about right now. Sort of. World War I at its heart is one of those wars that is just like so crazy because what's the purpose? It's really sad because it starts in 1914 and it ends in 1918. And by about 1917, a lot of the British people who are fighting are like, why are we here? What are we fighting against? What's the purpose? World War II has a definite bad guy, Adolf Hitler. Okay. But I use my hands so much that I feel like I need them. So I feel like I need my camera to be bigger so I can use my hands. So anyway, World War II has a definite bad guy in Adolf Hitler, right? World War One. I mean, of course, Germany is going to be the quote unquote bad guy, but the war doesn't even start with Germany. Germany doesn't start this, which is weird. Now, you know I love Germany, so let me explain something. Germany does not start this, but please hear me. I love Germany, and I'm sorry to my German friends who I have on Facebook and I post these. I'm sorry. But Germany blows this war out of proportion. I'm sorry, but it's true. They don't start it, but they are going to make it 10 times worse than it really needed to be. All right? I'm sorry to my German friends. But that being said, the last unit that we just did last week is imperialism. And at this time period, everybody's building all of these big empires, right? Well, there's kind of starting to get to be places that are like you can't get a bigger empire, like because things are already taken. Are you with me? If you look at Europe, all right, Europe looks like it's done. Everything is like solidified. Okay. You can't take anything else except in, I don't know what unit, Industrial Revolution that week. And if you haven't watched those videos, go back. But in the Industrial Revolution, we talked about the Ottoman Empire. AP kids, pre-AP, we didn't, but that's okay. The Ottoman Empire used to be all of this also. And these peoples broke away and they're no longer part of the Ottoman Empire. Okay. So these are baby countries. And baby countries, I've said it a million times, baby countries are typically weak and baby countries typically struggle. So if you want to create a bigger empire, the best thing to do is go take over one of these baby countries. Yeah? Well, Austria is looking to start taking over this down here. Russia is looking at moving this direction also. We are about to have a clash between Austria and Russia. Okay. Both countries know this. So Austria makes it public, all right, that they are coming down here. Now that sounds insane that you're actually going to tell people your plan to take over their land. But it's because Austria is thinking, okay, if we make it public that we're going to take over this down here, okay, then Russia won't get involved. Russia will go, oh, okay, they've already claimed it. And so they'll step back, right? So Austria makes it public that they're about to come in here and they're going to take over this, all right? And that'll kind of start with going into this S right here, Serbia. Serbia, okay, right here. Serbia, the plan is to do this, to come in here, take over Serbia, and then split the military, and some come this way to take over Romania and Bulgaria. Some come this way to take over Montenegro and Albania, and then the military will meet again down here in Greece to take it over. Then the Austro-Hungarian Empire will look like this. Nice. Okay. So the first place they're going to go is Serbia. Got it? Okay. Did I put his picture up here? Here we go. No, I didn't. Okay. It's all right. Freya. The king at this point is a guy named Franz Joseph. Let me show you. Oh, stop it. Stop it, stop it. Okay, let me get out of here. Let me show you this because I do want you to see Franz Joseph. Well, here we go. Hey, I just got another one of your vocabs. Good job, guys. Franz Joseph. Here he is. Look at this guy. He's so cute. Right there. Okay. So Franz Joseph, all right, is the king of Austria at this point. This little old guy. He's going to, like, the plan is to like abdicate the throne, like to give up his throne, and then eventually give his throne to his son, this guy, Francis Ferdinand. Okay. Francis Ferdinand is the prince. His title isn't prince, it's archduke. All right. But archduke means prince. So we call him Archduke Francis Ferdinand. Okay. So Francis Ferdinand is going to be the next king of Austria. Yeah. And he's kind of like going on a tour of his empire and eventually what he knows he's going to be able to conquer. All right. So Franz Joseph, he's from Austria. He goes to this city right here. Right here. It's still part of Austria if you look at the map. Right here. See it? It's Sarajevo. I'm about to sneeze. Guys, I'm fine. Sorry. I've been having such terrible allergies today. Okay, so anyway, he's going to go on a tour of a city called Sarajevo. All right. Well, this picture right here is Franz Joseph. Oh, I'm sorry, not Franz Joseph. Francis Ferdinand and his wife. I think her name was Sophie. I don't remember for sure. I don't. I don't think that's true. But anyway, Franz Ferdinand and his wife getting into their convertible car. Have we ever seen another world leader in a convertible car? I don't know, in maybe like Dallas, Texas, get shot? Huh. The answer is yes. If you're like, really? Yes, JFK. Okay, listen. Francis Francis Ferdinand, I keep wanting to say Franz Joseph. Francis Ferdinand gets in this convertible and he's going to tour around, right? And he's in this city right here, Sarajevo. Look how close it is to Serbia. Okay. There's a group of Serbians, a nationalist group of Serbians called the Black Hand. Okay, listen, kids are always like, oh, are they black? No, I don't know why they're called the Black Hand. It has nothing to do with race. Forget that, okay? Nothing to do with it. But this nationalistic group called the Black Hand is this group that doesn't want Austria to take them over. They would like to stay their own country, okay? They're like, self determination. We can determine for ourselves what we want to be and how we want to run our country. Austria, we don't need you to take us over. Thank you very much. So they're this nationalistic group who don't want Austria to take them over. And again, I will point out to you, look how close Sarajevo is to Serbia. This nationalistic group, the Black Hand, is alive and well in Serbia. Okay? One of the members of this group is this guy. He's young. Guys, he's not much older than y'all. Okay? His name is Gavrilo Princip. Gavrilo Princip is part of this Black Hand group, all right? And an assassination plan has been talked about to assassinate Francis Ferdinand. Okay. Well, it's a long story, but some things went wrong. Things didn't quite go as planned. And so the plan kind of got, whatever. Well, then Gavrilo Princip ends up, it's a total coincidence, by the way. He's like buying a sandwich, but it's a total coincidence. He ends up on a street that wasn't originally supposed to be like part of the tour, that Francis Ferdinand and his wife were on. But he ends up on this street eating a sandwich when the caravan of people come by. And he's touring, like Francis Ferdinand's touring. So he's like, hello, guys. Hi, hello, right? So they're going really, really slow. Well, Gavrilo Princip just puts a sandwich down. He walks over to the car, pulls out a gun, and he just shoots Francis Ferdinand and his wife. I'm pretty sure her name is Sophie. That one, I keep wanting to, like, that pops in my head, so I think that's right. But don't trust me. And see, in class right now, I'd be like, hey, somebody Google that and check it. This is a painting, obviously just a painting. We don't know what it really looked like, but this is Gavrilo right here. Okay. And then this is Francis Ferdinand being shot. And then, of course, there's his wife. Okay. Both of them are shot. Both of them die. Okay. When they die, Franz Joseph, the king, the dad to Francis Ferdinand, oh, he is mad. I get it. I mean, it's his son, right? Ooh, wrong page. There we go. Like, that's his son. And so he sends word to Serbia and he's like, what the heck? And the Serbian government is like, no. We, the government, didn't do this. This was some like rogue guy who's part of this like nationalistic group. We didn't do it. True. But Franz Joseph, his name is also Francis. That's why it gets confusing. But Franz Joseph, not him, his father. See, in class, I'd be like switching the pictures so that you could see which guy I was talking about, but I'm sorry. So anyway, Franz Joseph is like, okay, you're right. It is a nationalistic group. It's not you, but we declare war on you. So Franz Joseph declares war on Serbia. Serbia freaks out. And then enter Russia. Oh, I forgot I have this picture. It's kind of sad. Do you realize what you're looking at? This is Francis Ferdinand's like jacket coat that he was wearing. Look at all this blood. It's kind of sad. But it's also like historically really pretty cool that we still have it. So anyway. Okay, so now enter Russia. Okay. And that